Looks like it's gonna be a good day. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. All right, still working this BTL St. Jude Bass Challenge tournament. The shatter flickering. I'm all rigged up. Got the mags. Got a bomber, a long A on. Ready to catch a few. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all the support. So I've got 12-pound braid to a 12-pound fluoro leader, my usual setup. I'm gonna see if we can catch a few today. Well, there's actually quite a few people out here. The sun's just coming up. There we go. Check this out. A little bit of flash on there. Always works out. Boy, man, these shad are active. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I always put a willow on there, take one of the trebles off. It doesn't affect the action. And man, when a bass hits this, they're gonna get hooked. Look at that thing. I did a video on how you can affect the buoyancy with these. So bigger hooks, but you can also add clear coat to it, or like a gel coat. And with this, I just crank it, give it a couple of twitches, let it hang there. That's the other thing, you let it hang there, it's gonna get hit too. All right, guys, we're hooked up on the bomber long A. Feels like a pretty good fish. There we go. All right, man, that's a nice fish right there. Here you go, buddy. All right, let's get over here and get a measurement. All right, guys, check him out. Man, that's a nice fish right there. There you go, buddy. Off he goes. All right. He measured 17 on the old catch board. All right, check it out, guys. So it has a little bit of flash in there. This is the bomber long A. Check that out, the 15A. I take the back treble off, got a little bit of flash, and they're gonna get caught. Those are these Gamakatsu 2X short shank hooks on there. And it's fun to fish the bombers. I mean, the lure's gonna do all the work for you. This you can actually do a straight crank to bring it in, or you can do the twitch pause. I thought I had a fish there, but it just, see how it sends up the puff ups? Hit bottom there and it came up, swam up and splashed a little. I thought, oh man, I got a fish on. That guy hit it while it was cranking it in. There you can see the hooks. So once they get caught, they're pinned. There's a little bit of purple and blue kind of glitter on there. So over the break, all my bomber long A's, the ones I don't use for top water, I kind of went through and evaluated them, how I want to set them up. Add a little bit of paint here and there where I needed to, because a bunch I bought used on eBay. Swap the hooks out. Put a little clear coat on there. Water temperature is like 55 degrees. I'm in shorts. Pretty much this is the official first day of spring. By the time this gets posted, we'll be past the first day of spring, but we'll officially be in spring. So I love throwing the bomber products, guys. I'm not sponsored by them, but I used to live in Gainesville, where the old home of the company was. And I've done a lot of research and read about it, and I just love their products. Alright guys, I'm going to try this Berkeley chop block. I fish it quite a bit. I hadn't caught anything on it yet, but I enjoy fishing with it. I had one hit one time, and I think it was a gar, and I was just letting it sit there. I wasn't even doing any action really. So the key with this, guys, is I just twitch it a little just to get the chop going. Then sometimes I'll let it sit there and I'll drag it. And sometimes I'll twitch and drag it. Twitch and drag it. Twitch and drag it. Twitch and drag it. So you can see it right there. It's got a lot of good action on it. So I fish this on both the bait caster and the spinning. It just depends on how I'm feeling with it, what I'm going to be doing. Right now I've got it on the spinning rod. And people are like, what, you're throwing a glide bait on a spinning rod? Yeah, it's fine. What is going on with my glasses? It's a lot of fun to fish too. I fished the Berkeley Chapo quite a bit. I mean the Berkeley Nessie quite a bit. And I've had a lot of fun catching fish with that thing. So I've got like the technique pretty much down, but I've never really tried it with this chop block. I mean, I fished it some, but I need to put a lot more time into it. All right, guys, nothing on the Berkeley chop block. Threw a couple other things. Right now I'm throwing a Kalin's on a 1/4 ounce tungsten jig. Check this out. Does the black head bug them? No. I've never had an issue with that. I used to paint over them different colors, and I had the same result. But what I found was the contrast in color really helps. So if you have the black there, it really works well with like black and white. And that salt and pepper shad that they've got, that blue pearl shad, man. So don't be afraid if you're using like a tungsten, if the head's a dark head. But I love throwing these Kalin's lunker grubs. They got different sizes, everything from the 3 to the 5. But look at that action. So I do the tails different. Sometimes I'll do them up. Sometimes I'll do the tails down. So it just depends on temperature, how I'm feeling about it. But I catch them both ways. But just a flat out grub on a round ball, that's a pretty fun way to fish. I think not too long ago, was it last month, Hank Cherry won a tournament throwing an old school setup like that. He was using like a chartreuse grub, translucent color. He had some good luck with that. So when I cast it out there, it has that flutter on the way down, so I let it just sit there. While it's down there, I'll just twitch it. Twitch it a little bit, twitch it in case something swims down there to take a look at it. Then I start hopping it. And then I'll start doing the retrieve. And a lot of times there'll be a fish on it, or I crank for a little bit and then kill it. Crank a little bit and then kill it. Catch a bunch of big crappie on this setup too. It's a lot of fun to fish. All right, guys, I threw that Kalen's for quite a bit. Didn't get anything. Switching to the Bomber Flat A in this red color. I always call them Rayburn Red, all of them. I've caught a lot of fish along here. I've caught gar, I've caught catfish, bass, a lot of different types of fish on the Flat A. I love throwing the Flat A's, the Bagley flat side, and then the Fritz sides are just phenomenal. Look at this thing. Look at that. Man, that looks good. So we'll pitch this dude around. All right, guys, we're hooked up. I'm the Berkeley War Pig. Gonna take my time with it. Fusion 19 hooks. Hopefully they're gonna hold. Feels like a good fish too. There we go. Let's go, bank flip, bank flip. There we go. She looks like a good fish right there. Let's get these hooks out. All right, let's go get a measurement on the catch board. All right, guys, here we go. 19 on the old catch board. You ready? There she goes. Man, that was a solid fish. Let me show you up close this war pig. That was first cast pretty much with it. Check that out. So that nose, it'll kind of nose down and sit and hop along. It's a 1/4 ounce. Man, this thing is fun to fish with. For lipless, it came out of the red box. Let's keep working it. See if we can get a few more. This thing casts a country mile too. The thing is, I was throwing the MR6, the Bomber flat side, and just this guy hopping it on the bottom with that nose, it'll stand up, got the job done. So you can yo-yo it and then kill it. Let it just sit there, nose up, twitch it a little, then yo-yo, twitch it a little. So that's what I was doing, being real patient with it. And that craw color, I don't know what the exact color name is. It'll be a craw, sunshine, or whatever. Let's see if I can show you how it sits on its nose. There she goes. Man, check that out. That's good stuff right there. Throwing this one on the mags. 6/8, 12-pound braid to 12-pound fluoro leader. 19 on the catch board. Check that out, guys. A clam. That's where I got the MR6 stuck. Yay! So I get it back with my leader. But check out this big boy. Oh yeah, look, there's the foot. It's alive. Ooh, look, it's ejecting water. All right, we'll get you back out there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that, there's his foot. All right, we're tossing you out there. That's kind of cool, you never see that. Sheesh, that's the biggest freshwater clam I've ever caught. All right, guys, so I'm on this side. This is where that drain comes in, but you don't see any evidence of it anymore. Where it was all cut out through here. You can see the water was coming in through here, all the way down and out. There you can see just a little bit where it was gouged out, but I've got the Lew's Custom XP on a TP2 rod. I've been walking the shore over here looking for beds because it's kind of like on the northwest corner. Hadn't seen any, but this is a perfect place for them to get back in here to spawn, if any are on beds. But right in here is where I was just hammering all those fish that one rainy day. I should have stayed all the way up into the nighttime. That was in February. So the fish like to hang out in this little pocket over here, so hopefully I can get a couple of them. Got this on 10-pound fluoro from Sunline. So what am I throwing? One of these Storm or Z-Man chatterbait wild eyes, and I've got it on a Slug-Go. Guys, I'm telling you, Slug-Gos are so underrated as a trailer. They got them in different sizes and they're just so good. So with this, I can drag it through a bed. I can get the vibration going so they're on high alert, and then I can drag it through there. But I haven't seen any beds, so what's gonna happen is it's gonna be pure luck if I just cross over one. All right, guys, we're hooked up. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm telling you guys, on the bank flip, look how he's got that choked. Look at that thing. Look how he's got that choked in there. There we go. Catch board. Well, guys, I got snagged. Hopefully I got the fish release. Uh-oh. That fish was 18 and a half. I might have thought the GoPro, I was turning it on when I was turning it off. Anyway, I got snagged on that Slug-Go right over there. Just had to bust a line. You can hear the Carolina wrens chirping up a storm. All right, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me for today. Thanks for hanging out with me on this fishing adventure. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Now get out there and get your lures wet.